Hello, it's Paul, the homestead attempted farmer Paul in the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. And anyway, I'm out here and just basically making day-to-day progress on the garden and on the greenhouse. As you can see, there's lots of plants that are planted. There's a plane that's flying overhead, excuse me. Anyway, you can see the solar panel there. I've got one of those little automatic window openers that's actually opened up the window on the inside. And anyway, just gonna basically do a couple things because we've been up in the upper 50s, 60s, and 70s the last few days. We had some rain that went through the last couple of days. But it's going to get down to 36 tonight, so I need to prepare this tent here for. I need to prepare this tent for a little bit of cold temperatures. Ironically, when I walked in here, it was 86, and the fans were blowing. So anyway, we're going to go from too hot to too cool this evening. But anyway, I'm going to put down some frost netting as opposed to plastic, and I'm going to try that instead inside here. On the outside, because it doesn't have plastic, I'm going to put the frost net down and then the plastic on top. So we will see what's going on. Since my last video, I installed the thermo resistor. I did that before. However, I received my fan, and I received a jigsaw. I borrowed a jigsaw from a neighbor, and I actually cut the hole around there. So I've mounted my fan here. On Amazon, for about $10 for two of these, they sell this fan manifold. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually I'll probably put 3 of these in, but I'll put one here, and I'm going to have 2 outgoing fans here. This fan here I bought is a real cheap kit. This was here for, I think it was 3 fans for $19.99, and these fans put out absolutely no air whatsoever. So they really honestly don't really deliver anything. This fan here was $13.99. It's rated at 1,700 RPMs, or cubic feet per minute, and it actually does do a really good job. It does actually put out a little bit of air. So anyway, I can't wait to see what happens when it really gets hot, and see how well it actually will cool down the room. When I walked in here just a second ago, it actually was running for a brief second, but by the time I came back, it stopped. So evidently, maybe it does actually cool quite a bit, but we really won't know till the summer. But the idea, I actually ordered, because this fan works so well, I ordered 3 more of these fans. So I have 2 outgoing fans here, and then I'll have a down lower to bring in cooler air. I'm going to have an incoming fan coming in here for this side, and an incoming fan in here coming for this side. I actually ordered dryer vents. Now, they're not the same louvered dryer vents that are going to go out. I just ordered some basically dryer vents for the outside, so I could pull the air in, so I could decorate it up. But when it gets cold, I'll have to actually cover it. I'll probably cover it from the inside with plastic once I get it installed. On the outside, I bought a little handle to help us open the door. That's been kind of a sticky situation getting the door open. These blankets here were being used to cover up the plants when it's cold. However, I'm going to use a frost blanket. And my plan is I'll put the frost cloth underneath the plastic and put the plastic on top. While we are talking about the opening, these are the louvers, and as you can see, it keeps the bugs from going in when it's open. But when the fan starts spinning, it'll actually push that out a little bit. So we'll see how well. I doubt we'll see how cool it can keep it in the spring. I don't think you'll be able to keep it very cool in the summer. But anyway, we will, as an experiment, only time will tell. Also, because it's going to get below freezing, I'm going to go ahead and water all these plants, make sure they're nice and watered, and have a lot of water, because it's easier to freeze stuff when it's dry. I'm prepping actually for a 36 degree temperatures. In my greenhouse here, I've covered the plants with quilts, and I'm trying like a landscape frost freeze fabric. Gonna try that. It's only gonna get down to 36, so I think either way the plants will be okay, but any additional protection will be good. I've covered them with the fabric and with the plastic for tonight, so everything is all dressed up. Also, I went through and I repaired some areas, and I used some plastic. I just folded up some plastic and stapled it to actually clear up the areas right around the door where basically some air can move through. Against this door, actually, you could see through it, so I'm sure air was going through there. I did the same thing with this window. I just hope that I'm not interfering with the closing mechanism on the window. I'll have to come and check that tonight. If it does, and what I'll have to do is I'll just take the closing mechanism out. I already showed you the fan, waiting for some fans to come in. It's 71 degrees in here. The window's closed quite a bit. Everything's covered up and ready to go. However, I need to take the seedlings inside. These things probably won't like being left out in the cold. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and hope this gives you a great idea on how to grow your greenhouse. And maybe you have a little bit better green thumb than I do.